Now, the FM said that the government may soon allow private infrastructure companies to issue bonds.
In recognition of the critical importance of developing a healthy and vibrant corporate bond market for financing infrastructure, we intend to work in a focused manner to implement in letter and spirit the recommendations of the various expert committees.
Okay, that was the finance minister there. Let's also go across to Ganpati Subramaniam joining us live from Vijay Chowk for more on what we can make from the FM statements. Ganpati, of course, the finance minister there saying that large amounts of money really is required to push the infrastructure growth and development forward. But how soon are we likely to really see private companies being allowed to issue infrastructure bonds, and what really are the hurdles that they will have to battle going forward?
Sure, Shivani, this is just the first initial step. There's a long way to go. In fact, Finance Ministry officials are saying that the minister was just thinking aloud today. This is for the first time that they have heard of this idea. There is no exercise on paper so far to allow the private sector to raise infrastructure bonds. And the Finance Minister today has expressed in the open forum that this is an idea that could be discussed. So now the rest of the series will follow. All because of the huge demand for investment in infrastructure during the 12th plan. The current estimate is that the country needs a whopping $100,000 billion for infrastructure investments during the 12th plan. That is roughly about 41 lakh crores of rupees, which is really very huge, and double of the 500 billion of investment that we saw in the infrastructure during the current plan period. Therefore, a committee headed by Ashok Chawla,
Yeah, I want to ask you that how do you think some of these companies that are likely to benefit would be able to, get the access? For example, you've got the Infrastructure Finance Corporation so far that's been steering ahead in terms of giving loans for large projects. Now, is there a chance that while that will continue, we could see further government intervention through, let's say, a Road Finance Corporation or something to that effect?
Shelley, the classic sense of infrastructure bonds, as we see it today, may not be the one which actually materializes for the private sector. So therefore, what we are likely to see more possible is that a kind of instrument which is backed by financial institutions, which gives the investor the guarantee for the money. Therefore, there's a lot of safety attached to it, and that could lower the cost of the finance. However, there is no talk of any new institution. All these things will be discussed by a committee that is headed by Finance Secretary Ashok Chawla, and we will see a lot of progress being made over the next 2 years. That is, before we go into 2012, these things will be sorted out, and Finance Minister's thinking today will materialize into action much later.
That's true.
Therefore, private companies, there is good news, but they have to wait for a while.